But he wasn't the one who pulled the trigger, was he? No. Scott Giddens was a drug dealer who terrorized the neighborhood for no other reason than his own greed. He was a sinner. What happened to the fifth commandment, Father? Scott Giddens caused the death of a young boy. Exodus 20:13 may say, thou shalt not kill, but Exodus 21:12 says, he that smiteth a man so that he die shall surely be put to death.
Just to be clear, you killed Scott Giddens?
Yes.
So under oath, you're admitting you're guilty of breaking the law?
Man's law, not God's.
And you believe that the law of God should trump the law of man?
That's how I've lived my life. That's why I couldn't ignore his wishes. You heard his voice, did you? It wasn't a person-to-person call, Mr. McCoy. I acted upon the enlightenment that I received through prayer.
That's all? No burning bush, no pillar of fire?
If you're asking for proof, I can't give you any. It's the very essence of faith, Mr. McCoy. Belief, despite absence of proof.
And God wanted Scott Giddens killed.
Mr. Giddens caused a lot of suffering.
You thought he should be punished for his sins, did you?
Yes.
Well, that's certainly convenient. Your desires matching those of God.
Objection.
I'm just wondering who spoke to whom.
Enough, Counselor.
After you received your marching orders, did you think about getting a second opinion? I mean, you know, check with your superiors at the church?
To doubt God? That would be hubris.
On the other hand, some might think it hubris not to.
Objection. Counsel is testifying.
None. Did your lawyer tell you that an insanity defense was available to you?
He told me a lot of things, but I know in my heart that I am not guilty. I also know in my heart that a jury will believe me.
And why did you hide the murder weapon?
Mr. Parker said...
Oh, I see. Seeking the advice of man is wrong when it comes to committing a crime, but it's okay when it comes to covering one up. Is there any chance you simply wanted to avoid man's punishment for breaking his laws? Maybe we can come back to that. Tell me this, Father Hogan. The suffering you said Scott Giddens caused the people in your neighborhood. Specifically, you're talking about the Parkers.
That's correct.
And in your mind, murdering Scott Giddens would ease the pain of losing their only son.
In God's mind.
Now that's interesting, because if I remember correctly, Mr. Parker testified that losing his son was like a knife through his heart, which would not go away. A knife through the heart hurts, Father Hogan.
Your Honor.
So if God wanted to ease the Parkers' pain, he really screwed the pooch on this one.
All right, that's enough.
Tell me, Father Hogan, isn't it your job to comfort your parishioners?
Yes.
But you couldn't do it, could you? You were impotent to ease the Parkers' pain. Maybe it wasn't God who screwed the pooch, Father Hogan. Maybe it was you. It's your meeting, Mr. Parker. We have to be in court, sir.
No. Call it off.
It's a little late for that.
But I did it. Father Hogan didn't do anything. He shouldn't be punished.
This is very noble of you, Mr. Parker, but...
He confessed and you believed him. Now why won't you believe me? The gun was in my house.
Excuse me, this is a private meeting.
This is stupid, Bill. I won't let you take responsibility for what I did.
Don't listen to him. I am ready to go to jail.
Bill!
Don't you see what he is doing to you? He is mocking everything that you believe. Now, if the jury...
They won't.
If they lose faith...
Then, we still have ours.
Well, that's not good enough. I prayed for the strength.
And your prayer was answered through me, Bill.
Well, this certainly makes things interesting.
Hey, you don't really believe him.
It's not my call. It's to a jury. 8 1/3 to 25.
Richard, don't. This gives us reasonable doubt.
I can't.
let this man put himself in harm's way for me.
Going.